to do about something.
Good morning. I'm glad you're here today. I'm Donna, and you're watching Much Ado About Something. Well, Donald and I went to a Homegoods last week, and I've got some stuff here on the table I want to share with you that I got for spring decorating. It's actually the 1st of March. Can you believe it's already here? It's like February just flew by. Well, in March, there are several holidays coming up. There's St. Patrick's Day on the 17th, and then you've got Easter starting near the end of March. And so there's a lot of things going on. And I picked up a few things at the Homegoods I thought I'd share with you. I got these little towels, these little bunnies. They were $9.99. You can see the tag here. And there were 3 towels here, I think. Let me see, they're still stuck together with a little thing. Let me see if I can get them apart. There we go. I got them clipped apart. But there's these little rabbits on here, which can be for Easter or it can be for spring. The rabbits and the tulips. I thought these were adorable. Then there's this just plain white one in here. And then another little bunny with the tulips included. What I like to do is put one of these in the kitchen and one of them in the bathroom when it comes with 2 like this. So I'm going to change those out today. One of my little granddaughters wanted me to wait to decorate so that she could help me. So I'm going to save some things for her today. I'm going to put one of these towels here in the bathroom. Right here on the little towel holder. Go ahead and get some spring stuff out. Go ahead and get ready to celebrate the changing of the seasons here soon before we know it. And that little rabbit looks really cute hanging there. I still have the St. Patrick's Day shower curtain hanging up. It's been a hit with the kids. They've really liked it. But I have noticed that the shower curtain is extremely long. You can see it puddles up down here at the bottom. And we've got a cat under it. Hey, Cookie, were you hiding? Did we catch you hiding? He's hiding under the shower curtain, but it's extremely long. Of course, Cookie likes that, but it's a little strange here in the bathroom, and usually don't get them this long. In fact, they're usually shorter than they are long, so I was surprised to see that this shower curtain was short. And then here at the top, it's not quite wide enough, so I have 2 hooks on each end of my shower curtain that just helps the stability of a shower curtain. I had to put it in this one so that this my liner could extend, because this shower curtain wasn't quite wide enough. And I've got to remember to check whenever I buy shower curtains, because evidently they're not a standard size. Evidently they come in different sizes, so I've got to be sure and check for the right size that I need so that it's not exorbitantly long and it covers the width of the shower. This is a standard tub, so I'm not sure why this shower curtain would be 2 inches too short on each side, but there you go. I am going to change the little towel right here from the one I had to this little bunny one. I just think it's so cute. So we've got the little towel changed, and we've got the little bunny smiling at us. I've already got my little dish that I set out here. I've got to wash dishes this morning. I am slow on the go, but I already had my little egg hunt dish out here. So it goes with this time of the year. I've got a egg hunt dish, and then I've got a little tulip dish that I interchange in the spring and around Easter. My little granddaughter, she picked these yesterday when we went to the mailbox. I thought they were so cute. We brought them in and put them in this little vase. And it's surely the first signs of the flowers trying to break the ground and come out. And she gave me these. I just thought they were adorable. So I put them in this little vase, and I'm going to look at them while I cook today. I am still loving these red and white checked Pioneer Woman curtains that I bought before Christmas and put them up. I love a red and white check anyway. I love a red and white gingham. I like a lot of ginghams. I'm just, I guess that's, something that's just I really love to include in my decor, especially in an area that needs to be brightened up. But I may change these out for spring. I do have Pioneer Woman kind of florals that would be pretty for spring. We'll see how that goes. Now I got soaps. I got this big spring soap. Isn't that beautiful? I thought that was just, you couldn't go wrong with having that. That looks spring and summery. Those beautiful flowers, excuse me. I got this Cottontail Farms. I thought that was adorable. We got these at Homegoods. Isn't that cute? It's rosemary mint. I thought maybe that one could go in a home, in the half bath. Now the kids love this. They just love this little bunny soap. So I'll let one of the little grandkids help me decorate that. And this is the room spray. I usually make all of my own room sprays. If you've been around here, then you know that I like to make my air fresheners myself. But this was only $4.99, and it was Sand and Fog pure cotton. It smelled so good for the price. I just thought I'd pick it up so I could have it sitting around. Well, the little granddaughter that was coming is not going to come today. She loved this little bunny, and she wanted to put it out. But I've got to go ahead and get it off this table because we've got a lot going on today. So we'll just cut the paper tag off here. It's a Hoppy Cherry Blossom. It's really cute. What I'm going to do with this is replace the snowman that we've got here. And I'm going to put this little bunny. Go ahead and take this little thing right here off. And that'll look cute for the winter. For the summer, for the spring and the summer. I'll put the little bunny one here in the bathroom. The little half bath. That's cute. The little Cottontail Farms garden grown soap. I'm just going to go ahead and put this really pretty soap right here. If you've watched my video, then you know why I have so many soaps here. I have a handicapped granddaughter that has to have an easy soap to get to. This one is an antibacterial soap. I don't always need that, but sometimes I do. Here is this little decorative soap that I just put out that my other little grandchildren enjoy using. I sometimes need an antibacterial soap depending on what kind of circumstance I'm having to clean up. But I don't want to use this every day. So this would be like an everyday soap. And this is a little foaming soap that's right here close to where my little grandson can stand and reach this soap. He cannot reach all the way back here. So we've got a little foaming soap right here for him. And that's the reason we have so many soaps out here. And of course I keep a sanitizing spray that I make, because you never know when you'll need that in the bathroom. I got my little egg hunt plate cleaned up to go right here. I changed these spoon rests. Just finding little flat plates that'll fit right here for every holiday, for every season. I change these often. And I like a bigger spoon rest that I can put more than one spoon on because I'm always cooking. You can probably hear my little grandchildren are watching the movie in there in the playroom. Well, here we are with our springy touches. There's our little rabbit tail with its tulips around it. I have to leave these out. I've had people say, well, get a beautiful decorative bottle to put them in. Glass would not work for me in here with as many grandchildren as I have, and where I have to place these so that we can use them every day. So no, I'm not going to change these. Some things are necessities, beautiful or not. These are not that particularly attractive, but they're very necessary in our daily oral health care. But there's our little soaps. Our foaming soap for the little bitty that stands right here so he can get to some soap. Here's the sanitizing spray. Here's that beautiful Tuscany rose. That's beautiful soap. It's so pretty. Just the wrapping on that's beautiful. This is our everyday hand soap with antibacterial properties in it that I use when as needed. This would be our everyday soap. And then here's this little cute soap for the granddaughters. Make sure it's pumping out good. It is. It's clear soap. They were looking so forward to using that little bunny soap. They get a kick out of stuff like that. So it's looking a little springy in here. We'll be changing our shower curtain. We'll be changing it to the cute little shower curtain that I got for Easter before too much longer. I'll just leave this shower curtain up until St. Patrick's Day, which is March 17th this year. I'll be taking this down after St. Patrick's Day and putting our springy bunny shower curtain up so the kids will get a kick out of that, and Donald too. You know, they like to see something different in here. And we can add other things. I'm not going to completely decorate today. I'm going to change this soap right here. This was the Valentine's Day soap. I'm going to change it out and put something that looks more springy here. These little flowers look really, really springy. So I'm going to put this here. And I need to clean. I need to dust that little mirror. I just noticed it. Well, I haven't taken my love down from Valentine's Day. I haven't taken it down because I don't know. I just like to see the word love. I have that around the house to remind me that's something I need to be doing on a regular basis. I have this over the bathroom door. It tells you about love. And it's a good little read when you're on the commode. I get a little reminder. So I just left this up. I may take it down. I've got to get in here and wipe some things down and clean some mirrors. That's what I always have to do at this time of the year. You know, spring cleaning, it's ready to be done. But I am happy with our little touches in here. They're not big statements, but they're just little touches. I'm by no means finished decorating. I have plans right here to put some spring and summer foliage right here in that that picture that I have back there in the corner. Of course, I added some of the eggs, you know, just for spring or Easter. I always like my foyer to be like spring. I always like it to be like bird's nest and fresh flowers and all things that are springy. I put the bird's nest out here. And of course, I've got the other stuff that just stays there year round. I like this picture. I think it's very uplifting and very encouraging. It's a happy picture, so I leave it up year round. And then I've got all the little stuff, you know, for the planting season, for the spring and the gardening season. The little daffodil bulb over here on this picture, on this wall art, and the nests and different things. I've got all the hats. These hats are for use, not just decorative. And then, you know, I put up this, when I took the snowman down, I put up this little egg jar of plastic eggs, and then added a few little flowers. Now, I love the flowers that look like wildflowers. Those are my favorites. That's a cornflower blue, maybe some chicory right there in that little vase. And I've put the two swans up here and some stuff, that little angel my daughter gave me years ago, and I love it. And so I always include that right here. I've got more bird nest, and I've got that white picture. And in that white picture, I'm going to put some wildflowers. That's exactly what I'm going to put up right there, something that looks wild. Now, the wall art, of course, is floral down here. You know, that's my little angel I painted years ago. The kids found me that little piece of art that's in the shape of an angel wing. I actually have another one similar to that I'm going to paint another angel on. So I painted that years ago, and I hung it right here over the door. And then over here, you know, we have, coming up down the steps, we have the the florals that I've put here. Now I have a few pieces of art that I'd like to change out. Not this one. My husband bought this one for my birthday. It's a Carolyn Rowan print. It's just something that I really love. I love carnations and the summer beauty of those because my grandma, my great grandma on my mother's side, always had carnations. She grew them in all kinds of different containers like milk jugs, coffee cans, and different things like that. But she always had them on her porch, and I loved them ever since I was little. I love the look of a geranium. I love the beautiful red and pinks and different colors that they come in. Of course, I love terracotta pots. That's something I've always loved in gardening. But I have those, and I won't be changing that picture out, but there'll be others I might change out. This is just a passion flower. I couldn't resist this when I saw it because, I grow passion flowers, usually the purple passion flowers, but I do have a red one that hasn't bloomed yet. I love these boots because these are the kind of boots that my husband wore, that he wears now, and also that my dad wore his whole working life. So I love that picture. It is a needlepoint that I bought from an antique store, and I love it to hang right here in this foyer. I've got these beautiful flowers. I have that side to me every once in a while. I've got this side right here that's how I grew up and every day that I love. And so when I find that kind of art, I like it to have it here. And then I've got this fancy side to me that I just love this Victorian art, the beautiful colors and the fanciness of all these beautiful plants. And I thought that went right along right here. And then, of course, this antique print has this little bird here and this little wildflower growing. So of course these are going down the steps or coming up if you're down here. And then they would be stacked up on the steps. And of course I change these out sometimes. And then I have a mirror that's over here, and that just helps make this space look a little bit bigger. And that's how it looks down here. This is our mirror. You got to check yourself before you go out and make sure you look appropriate. So this is the mirror on the coat rack that Donald built for this space. And I love it. It is so useful. It doesn't matter. It matters because I love the aesthetic. I love the look of it. But it functions more right here for the place to drop everything when you come in. So this is what this is. This is a bag for my granddaughter we have to have when we take her out. This is where I hang my purse sometimes. It's a place for coats and hats and for dog leashes and umbrellas and different things that here's my shopping bags that I need to take out more often because I seem to always forget them and I need to reuse them. I'm trying to remember to reuse my shopping bags, so I've got them right here. I've got my gardening pouch down here, my little gardening thing that I jump out here and garden whenever I can for 10 or 15 minutes. So this area right here is so useful. Of course, I hesitate to show you this pile of shoes here. We do take our shoes off right here. So I've got, it's so useful. This is not going anywhere because, I need it. I need that area right here to house all the necessary things in a family. It's a tiny little entrance right here. This is a split foyer. If you come in, you have to go up the steps or you have to go down the steps on the right side. So you're either going up or down. And it's not a real big space right in here, but it's a very useful space. And we make the most of it that we possibly can by using this vertical coat rack that Donald put up for me. And this was an antique mirror that I had found in one of my excursions. And so he put that up. And then we've got this mirror here. And then when you come around, there's this mirror here at this little table. And this little table is just a little handy spot. It's where I usually put a candle or my oil burners. They go right here. There's some little things stored right under here. And there's some little hooks. I've just put this hook up, and I needed this here for when my family and friends visit. They need somewhere to hang their keys. So this is just a guest spot to hang keys. I don't put my keys here because I don't want them close to the door. I put them further on into the house. But when somebody visits and they just need to hang their keys, then I thought this would be an ideal place for that. So I'm making it guest friendly. And of course, standing down here looking up, you see all of the books, all of the back of the books. Now, I love spines of books because I love to see what's in books. And this is not a decorating a thing that I have here, but standing down here in the foyer, you can see all of the backs of the books that are on the bookshelves. And that is a practical thing. Those books are housed. This was not a bookshelf or anything up here when we first moved here. There was nothing but a half wall here. And we had little kids. It was very dangerous. So in fact, our oldest son was only 10 months old when we moved here, and he will soon be 40. So that can tell you how long these books have, that can tell you a little bit about how long we've been here. And then, of course, we used to have our couch on the back of that wall. And so we were terrified that he would climb up and get on the back of the couch and flip down here over this top rail. This is the top of the rail right here. That he would flip down over it and fall down on these steps. These down here, it was quite a ways to fall. We did not want him to do that. And so Donald took the time to build bookshelves here so we could make use of that space in a better way and protect our children. That was a very important thing. So that's why the bookshelf is here. And when you come in and come up the steps, you hardly ever look up. I hardly ever notice anybody looking up at these books. In general, they're just always looking right here when you come in the door. Here's the door. And then they are looking, as they come up the steps. So that's how and of course, this side, we didn't build this until later when we had our granddaughter, and she had a tendency to want to try to climb over this wall. So we put this rack. Her parents actually gave Donald the money to put that up so that it would help keep Madeline from wanting to hang over right here. So that's also a safety factor that we added, which has a great use. It now houses our herb rack. That's now my central herb rack for the house. Now, when you come up here, you see a print that I bought for Donald on one of our, I bought it for him either his birthday or Father's Day. He loves deer, and it's hard to see on that print because I've got this big light on. That's a print of a beautiful forest and like a little pond, or maybe even could be a part of a river, and it's got some deer in there. So that's something that we bought for him. And then here I hang my baskets, and I put my herbs in these baskets and dry them. So that's what you see when you're, and then if you look up when you're down here, somebody has flung a rubber band on there. I'm going to have to get that off. But if you look up, there's that big chandelier. We have changed that thing often, and I can remember the last time Donald changed this, he looked at me and said, "That's the last time I'm going to change this light." So over the years, I have been very, my taste as they've changed and stuff over the years, I've changed simple things like light fixtures and added simple things like coat racks and stuff like that. And he's always great about obliging to help me do that. But he let me know that this would be the last time he would be changing this light fixture, because it's a pretty good ways up there, and he did not want to, to be up there doing that over and over again. So he said, go ahead and settle on something. And so I settled on this colonial chandelier, brass chandelier, and I love it. And I've always said brass and gold are classics. They might wane in the fad season for a while, but they'll always be back because they are classics. People love them, and it's something you're going to always see in decorating. So I've never grown tired of this chandelier. It might show up a little bit bright on this video. I don't even like to change the bulbs up here because it is, it's a pretty good ways up here. Down here we've got drinks from where we went to Sam's, so we've picked those up, so you'll see those down here. But if you'll look up, that's a pretty good height to try to change a light bulb. So I don't change that light bulb often. That's a stained glass, or there's another name for that glass. I want to call it slag glass back here. Opaque glass. Window that I bought at an antique store, that I covered the little octagon window that was right there. Donald built a little cover over the front door, and when he did that, it covered that window. But we found that the little overhang over the front porch, it's not really even a front porch, it's just a stoop. We've just got a stoop out here. It's not very big at all. It's very, very small, like a little front stoop. But Donald built this overhang over it so that you can get up under here and be out of the elements. It's raining today, and you can see the rain begins on the second step, or down here on the third step. And the top two steps are dry. Now, if it rains really hard, it will rain up on the top of this step. But this little overhang gives you quite a bit of, it gives you a more coverage, a little place to get under, a place where I can put some things out here on the porch and not worry about them being soaking wet all the time. So when he added this, and it adds an extra light here that lights up the steps better, when he decided to do that, of course, it covered up that little window that was there, which left me a reason to cover it up over here on this side, because all you see when you look out that little octagon window now is you see, the inside of that little overhang that he built over the little stoop. Well, anyway, all that to say, I thought that glass was beautiful and interesting, and so I hung it up there for interest, and I still think it's beautiful, and I still like it there. I could have put another big picture over it. That's something that was certainly an alternative. But that's just the little entrance. The entrance into the house is much more grand than the average little rooms that you go into. But it's home. I've enjoyed having this little setup right here for many years. Of course, we took the carpet off the steps years ago because I like the wood look of the steps. But it's like any house. There's always many things that need to be done here. And it has to have its spring cleaning soon. And I will be cleaning that chandelier during spring cleaning. It gets cleaned twice a year. It gets cleaned for spring, and then it gets cleaned before the Christmas holidays. That way it's looking sharp, when people come. But I'm not going to show you the whole house today. I was just wanting to share with you some of the decorating tips that we have here, some of the things that I have going on, share with you the little spring touches that I put here and there, and I'll be adding flowers to that picture down there, and they'll probably stay up through spring and summer, and then, I'll change it around. Thank you for joining me today and let me share all this with you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoy it where you are. It is actually cold here. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if it's going to snow. It actually feels like it might snow. It's drizzling rain out there right now, but it doesn't feel like spring. It feels very, very chilly, but we have had some spring-like days, and I forgot to share this with you, this little air freshener. I'll have it in here sitting around for a spring smell. Sometimes I'll set those the air fresheners down on that little entrance when you come in the door, and that way, you know, if somebody comes to the door, you can spray a little bit of that. And you know, your house has odors. Everybody's house. If you live in your house, if you stay in it as much as we do, you have some kind of odors because that's just part of living. You have to continually clean it. But they say that there's smells that you get used to that other people will notice when they come in your house, and that's the reason I like to have a little spray. Even though I keep things clean, I do have 2 cats in here, which I don't have a cat smell problem. They are really good cats. They use their litter box. I change that litter box regularly, so I don't have a cat smell, and that's a good thing. But just because I have animals, kids, and we're here, I like to have a little air freshener to freshen it up. Not just for guests, but sometimes for myself. When I come up and down those steps, I like to smell a little fresh spot down there. Well, I'm going to go in here and make some tea because it's cold and rainy. You saw that out there when I showed you the outside of the little porch overhang there. I'm going to go in here and make some tea. I've got a little bit of a sinus issue. I can hear it. I sound like I'm talking through my nose. I don't know. I've been taking my elderberry syrup every day, and I've done really well to not get sick. But here it is. I'm dealing with something. But everybody around me's had this kind of sinus thing. So I'm not surprised that, you know, eventually I would get it. But I'm going to go in here and fix some tea that'll help combat this, something for the sinuses. I'm going to go in here and dig through my teas, see if I can't find something to help open this up and help it. I hope you have a wonderful day today. Thank you for joining me. I just ask that you subscribe, like, comment, or share this video if you'd like to, because that's the way the system works. That's the way you get it out to other people, and that helps my channel, and it helps me out. And I appreciate it so much. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time. Like always, until next time. Hey.
Grammy,
Yeah?
well, I'll charge you